The haunted hallway. In the late 1980s, a high school in a quaint, rural town was known for its academic excellence and tight-knit community. However, it also harbored a dark secret, an unsettling basement that had earned a reputation for being haunted. Over the years, students and staff had reported a variety of eerie occurrences, flickering lights, sudden drops in temperature, and disembodied whispers that seemed to emanate from nowhere. Despite numerous investigations and assurances from the administration that everything was perfectly safe, the basement remained a source of fear and speculation. One crisp autumn day, the school decided to conduct a lockdown drill to prepare for emergency situations. The drill was designed to simulate a real lockdown scenario, and students and teachers were instructed to lock themselves in classrooms or secure areas. As the drill commenced, the usual quiet of the school was pierced by the tension of enforced silence. Teachers did their best to keep students calm, and everyone adhered to the strict instructions. Ms. Evans, a veteran teacher who was stationed near the basement during the drill, began to hear something unusual. At first, it was just a faint sound, barely noticeable over the hum of the fluorescent lights. But as the minutes ticked by, the sound grew more distinct, echoing footsteps, slow and deliberate, moving across the length of the basement corridor. The noise was unnervingly rhythmic and persistent, each footstep growing louder and closer. Ms. Evans attempted to investigate, but the basement doors, which were supposed to be securely locked from the inside, remained firmly shut. She tried calling out, but her voice was swallowed by the oppressive silence of the lockdown. When the drill concluded and everyone was allowed to resume their normal activities, Ms. Evans reported the unsettling sounds to the administration. A thorough search of the basement was conducted, but no one was found, and there were no signs of tampering with the doors. The investigation turned up nothing out of the ordinary, and the basement was once again declared safe. However, the incident left a lingering sense of dread. Students began to share their own experiences of seeing shadowy figures moving in the corners of their vision and feeling an inexplicable chill whenever they ventured near the basement. The haunting footsteps became a part of the school's lore, and the basement was never quite the same again. The vanishing student. In the mid-2000s, a high school in a suburban area faced a disturbing incident during a routine lockdown drill. The drill was initiated following a false alarm about a potential security threat, and students and staff were instructed to lock themselves in classrooms or designated safe areas and remain silent. It was meant to be a simple exercise in preparedness, but it quickly took a turn for the bizarre. As the drill commenced, teachers ensured that all students were accounted for and safely hidden away. The school's hallways and classrooms were bathed in an eerie silence, punctuated only by the occasional creak of the building settling. However, amidst this controlled chaos, one student, Chris, a 16-year-old junior, was reported missing. The absence of Chris was noted almost immediately after the lockdown began, and an immediate search was launched. Teachers, administrators, and even some students began combing through every corner of the school, including classrooms, hallways, and even the more remote areas. Despite their best efforts, Chris was nowhere to be found. Hours later, the search party discovered him in a small, windowless storage closet at the end of a rarely used hallway. The closet, typically reserved for cleaning supplies, had a heavy metal door that could only be locked from the outside. Chris was found unconscious and slumped against the wall. When he came to, Chris recounted a terrifying experience. He described hearing disembodied whispers and scratching noises coming from the walls while he was locked inside. The voices seemed to get louder and more frantic as time went on, creating an overwhelming sense of dread. The exact circumstances of how Chris ended up in the closet and how the door was locked from the outside remained a mystery. The school's maintenance staff conducted a thorough inspection of the storage closet but found no evidence of tampering or malfunction. The incident left a profound impact on the school community, and the storage closet became a point of fascination and fear. The story of Chris's mysterious confinement circulated among students, leaving an indelible mark on the school's history. The mysterious voice. In the early 2010s, a middle school in a bustling city faced an unnerving experience during a lockdown drill. The drill was initiated following a potential security threat, and students were instructed to turn off their phones and remain silent. The purpose was to simulate a real emergency and ensure that everyone was prepared for any eventuality. As the lockdown began, Ms. Roberts' 7th grade class followed the instructions meticulously. The classroom was dimly lit by the small amount of ambient light filtering through the windows, and the students huddled together in silence. The tension in the room was palpable, with every creak of the building seeming amplified in the eerie quiet. Without warning, Ms. Roberts' phone, despite being turned off, began to play a recording. The recording was of a deep, unsettling voice that resonated with an unnatural clarity. The voice began reciting the names of students in the class, one by one, with a chilling precision. Each name was pronounced slowly and deliberately, creating an unnerving atmosphere. Ms. Roberts, initially shocked, quickly turned off the phone, but the recording continued to play for a few moments before stopping abruptly. When she examined the phone's history and applications, there was no evidence of any recording apps or unusual activity. The phone was otherwise normal, with no signs of tampering or external interference. The mysterious voice left students and staff deeply unsettled. Some students reported feeling a sudden, oppressive cold in the room, while others experienced a sense of foreboding. The phone was thoroughly examined by the school's IT department, but no anomalies were found. The incident became a topic of intense speculation, with theories ranging from technical glitches to supernatural explanations. The eerie voice and the unexplained recording became a haunting tale that lingered in the school's memory, casting a shadow over subsequent drills and fueling the imaginations of those who heard it.